Namaskar, welcome to this special edition of This Week with Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Dr. Welcome, Namaste.
Namaskar everyone.
And Dr. While most of us in America are excited about the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, you happen to be one of those lucky ones who got to be in his presence as he arrived. You met him. Talk to me about how was the feel, the energy around him in Manhattan today.
Well, as you say that I'm really honored and privileged to welcome him today in Palace Hotel, where he's going to stay for next couple of days. And whole atmosphere was very kind of jubilant, because you can see that everyone is really genuinely believes that this Prime Minister and Narendra Bhai Modi himself, it's very charismatic figure. People loves him, genuinely loves him, and they all were kind of waited there for almost 2-3 hours before he arrived. And I think, and the good part of his personality that I'm sure he's tired after coming all the way from India, but he went, even he met the people who were standing in front of the hotel on the sidewalk, as well as people like me who were few selected NRIs who is inside the hotel lobby. He met everyone, and he, with the smiling face and shook the hand with so many people. Plus, he just told quite a few people, told a person like me that lage raho for Mother India. So I think he's a very genuine Prime Minister, a very popular Prime Minister, one of the best Prime Ministers so far in the last 75 years. And he will be a great kind of world leader, which will be remembered for a long time to come.
Absolutely, I do not disagree with you a bit, and I would say he brings to the table emotional bonding, intellectual understanding, as well as spiritual appreciation of the wholesome of life, and which led him to suggest celebration of International Day of Yoga, which I think it is for the first time after International Day of Yoga started being observed across the globe that Prime Minister himself will be present here in the headquarters of the United Nations in New York. How do you see this particular day?
I think it's a great coincidence in a sense that he's here for official visit in response to invitation from the President of USA, and it happened to be Yoga Week. And I think he's the right person, because he's the one who in 2017, I think, declared yoga as International Yoga Day, 21st of June. And I think it's very good that he's here and he's committed. That shows that his commitment, not only he just started and then forgotten about it, but tomorrow he's going himself at 8 o'clock in the morning to do real yoga. I'm sure there are a couple of thousand people will be there who will be doing yoga with him. So I think it's a great thing.
Wonderful. Talking about greatness of yoga, and I recollect what I heard from one yoga teacher from Vivekananda Kendra, who later on became a part of the Rashtriya Shiksha Niti also. He said that to be able to smile in the adverse circumstances is yoga. So one form of yoga. Now I talk to you about the positive as well as not so positive aspect of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. And when I say not so positive, there are many people who are going to be demonstrating. That includes some pro-Khalistani people also. Allow me to add that Foreign Minister Jaishankar mentioned he found it very disturbing to see in UK Khalistani supporters taking off India's tricolor flag. And of late, what we are getting the news, many of these Khalistani leaders are being neutralized. We don't know whether government of India is somewhere involved. There could be some other people, etc. But overall, in the scheme of these things, how do you see Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit as far as harmony in India is concerned?
Well, I think Prime Minister Modi is going to, this visit is going to be very fruitful, because this visit has a very excellent agenda to promote the US-India relation. This visit has an agenda to promote the strategic understanding of defense department of both the countries, a defense complex of both the country, to promote the US-India relation, and particularly protection for India. So once any thing which manufactured in the India, India can use, even if it is American things manufactured in India, nobody can stop India to use against any other enemies who threaten India. So I think that's a great way of getting American support. And what I heard that even USA has proposed even to invite India as a NATO associate member. And I'm not sure whether we will agree with that. I mean, we means India, but let's see. It's a great honor.
Yeah, it is indeed. But so far, the indications are that government of India doesn't see that they should follow this line. But let's bring it back to the first state official visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to America, and this will be the first time that an Indian Prime Minister will be addressing Congress sessions second time.
Right.
And how excited you are about it. I would also mention to our viewers that we also have an auditorium here with the ITV Gold Studio, and you have initiated the idea that this will be shown live on screen, and it will be like a community event here also. Talk to me about this concept and how excited you are.
Yeah, because I'm very excited about Prime Minister's reception at White House. It's 21 gun salute, and plus important meetings between the Prime Minister of India and President of the USA about how to promote the US-India relation in all aspects. And Prime Ministers, again, as you say, that this is the first Prime Minister in who's going to address the Congress second time. And I'm kind of very privileged to be attending that address. But not only that, but we are going to live stream that address into our auditorium, newly built auditorium, ITV Gold Auditorium. And also we are going to live stream in the morning that welcome reception on the South Lawn, as well as we are going to live stream a meeting of the Prime Minister with the businessman or CEO of the different businesses in America. So, and we are really very privileged and honored that Consul General of India requested us to do this thing under their auspicious as a host. So I think ITV Gold is really very important media group. It's the group which really empowers the second generation of this country, of Indian American community. And we are going forward, and we're going to be a much bigger and much larger media group in future.
Yeah. So, Dr. we talked about media, so I bring to your attention the situation, which is also a cause of concern. So, as you are aware, recently Congress leader Rahul Gandhi visited America. Among many charges that he leveled on Modi government and talked about the situation of India, he questioned the efficacy and legitimacy of India's democracy, the way it is functioning, and he said this is autocratic, etc. So what happens is many people won't buy it, but still there are many media who, rather than talking about the significant agreements that are happening for the betterment of India and America, they will talk about these issues more, and that kind of gets more traction. So how to get the balanced views across What would be your take?
Well, that is the role of the media, and the role of the media in a sense that narration has to be set by the, of course, given by the government and then media has to propagate that narration, correct narration about what government of India is saying, what India is all about democracy, or whether it is no democracy or less democracy, and those things has to be put aside during this visit. And in this visit, the priority is US-India relation and how to promote, how much USA is anxious to promote the US-India relation. They are giving that 100 drones. I think there is a deal, a transactional deal with the US and India. And also GE is going to start the manufacturing this fighter jet engines in India. So that's a big thing. And this is the first time I think GE is doing this thing other than European countries outside Europe. So I think we are very lucky, and I think India is capable of doing this thing. And thanks to Prime Minister that he has taken the initiative and given the initiative to reality.
Talking about reality, and these days many times social media also sort of determine the kind of perception which is made, and so the tilted reality is reaching viewers through social media. Now, in this context, I bring to your attention what happened with Twitter and former President Donald J. Trump, and now we have another gentleman at the helm of affairs for Twitter, Elon Musk. The latest news is he, as you met today, Prime Minister Modi on 20th June, he also met him. And after having met Prime Minister Modi, he said he's going to be visiting India soon. In the scheme of things, the kind of optics that we have on the global scale, this also appears to be a significant news.
Yes, it is significant, because what I understand that Prime Minister Modi is going to meet Elon Musk.
He did.
He did today, I think, sometime this afternoon. So he did it because Musk wants to start the production of the batteries in India, the car battery. And I think India and Musk company has Tesla has some kind of stalemate, and now hopefully this personal meeting with the Prime Minister with the Musk, I think that stalemate will be resolved, and India will get another manufacturing giant into India, and that's good for India's economy, good for creating more jobs in India. And of course, it is very, very good for India.
Yeah, and as we move towards the concluding part, we bring back the reference of International Day of Yoga, because as you are reaching our viewers on the day of this important celebration, let me share some statistics, which is an American spent $16 billion on yoga classes, clothing, equipment, and accessories, etc. The Yoga Journal also says that more than 36 million people, which is about 12% population, practice yoga in US. And again, credit goes to Swami Vivekananda in 1883 for having introduced West to the yoga. But at the same time, while we have this sort of acceptance of yoga, many Indian intellectuals, including scientific community, are still apprehensive. They, including those who criticize yoga. So, what can help in making people see the bright side of yoga?
I don't think that intellectuals or scientifically oriented people like doctors and paramedicals and those people, they are not criticizing yoga. We all know that yoga is a great exercise, is a great for your health if you do regularly. It gives you a lot of it promotes your muscle activities in the body, and that fights a lot of other illness. Only thing is, and that way yoga is really a good part of the any medical treatment. But unfortunately, there are so many Babas and Gurus and Sant in India they hijack the yoga in a way that oh, yoga will cure your cancer, or yoga will cure your vision, or cure your So that is kind of there is no kind of proof to that, and that's for and they are leading the gullible, little less educated Indian masses in the rural area into wrong direction, and therefore that's a negative thing. But I think overall, even Western countries, Western doctors, Western intellectual, they all understand that yoga is one of the should be a part of the daily routine of daily life, and if anybody does that, he always remains healthy.
Absolutely, and one example we have in the form of Padma Shri husband, Dr. Sudhir Parikh. I believe you also practice yoga. And as we conclude, your parting remarks for our viewers.
Well, dear friends, that our beloved Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi is here. He is going to have a very official state visit with the President of USA, and this visit is meant for promoting US-India relation, particularly on the defense side, and help India to protect against the aggressiveness of the China, Pakistan, or any other countries. So I think we all should support the Prime Minister's PM's initiative. We should listen to his addresses in the Congress as well as in other platform. And we are lucky that our channel, TV channel called ITV Gold, is going to do live streaming of all the major events of Prime Minister Modi with the President Biden, as well as CEO of the businesses, and his address to historical address to US Congress, second time in last 10 years. So we congratulate our Prime Minister. We wish him the best for the upcoming meeting with the President of USA, and let's pray and wish for progress and prosperity of the Mother India. Thank you. After saying that, I would like to say God bless you, God bless America, God bless India, God bless Indian American, and I love you all. We'll see you next time. Till then, goodbye.